Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as you can tell, we're into another month, and yeah, a few things have changed around our farm. One thing is, we sold off the old truck and we got ourselves a brand new pickup. Another thing that has changed here is the pressure washer. I found this steel pressure washer for an absolute steal, no pun intended, and got some money back out of our other one. We've also started to produce strawberries, lettuce, and tomatoes on a regular basis. And I've got them stored, the ones that have already been stored in there for sale, which that's also new, that trailer, something we can use to haul our produce to town. Um, Another major change that happened is after the harvest of the Milo, we just found too many things wrong with the old 1660, and I found this New Holland beautiful combine for sale, and it's used, but it's in great condition. Barely got any hours on it, so that is a new addition to the farm. I also traded off our giant fertilizer spreader because we really didn't quite need it for a smaller one, as you can see. Um, we are short one item on the farm. I did sell the baler, which we are going to need it today, and I am going to have to buy another baler. Um, But we're going to worry about that after a bit because we do have quite a bit of work to get done today. One of the first things we need to do is we need to mow the grass fields. They are ready. It'll probably be the only mowing that we get this year. But first, we're going to come over here to our chicken coop. And now that we officially have what we need for chickens, we are going to get some chickens. Officially, we are going to buy some chickens. So let's go in here. There we go. Come in here. We are going to buy 2 roosters. And then how many chickens should we buy? What should we buy? 40? Maybe 50. Let's do 50. So, there we have it. We now officially have chickens, which is something that we've been needing. And there they are. So, let's go ahead and get them some food because, yeah, they're going to need it. I think what we will use, I believe we can use the Mahindra for a couple of quick trips over there with some food. I'm actually not sure how much they're going to take. But I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? So let's see if we can actually use the Mahindra for this. I think we can. There it is. There's our sorghum. And we'll take some over there and see if they take all this. If they do, we will see how much. Oh, and I also sold the wrapper, because my plan is to buy a baler and a wrapper all in one. I think that would serve us the best. I don't know for sure yet, but we'll find out. So let's see how much they take. Oh, they took all of that. How much are they going to need? Let's just go in here and have a look. Oh my, yeah, they might take a lot more than I thought they would. So let's go get the gravity wagon. which means we're going to have the tractor. So we will park this back underneath here. Go get in the tractor here. And let's see, I might have to open that door. And we have to pull the seed drill out. We'll back up here. There we go. We're just going to pull it straight forward, decouple it. And we'll just back up here into the shed. And we'll get the gravity wagon. There we go. Like I said, I don't know how much we're going to end up using, but ooh, that's almost not in there. Yeah, it's filling in. We're just going to load this thing completely full to the brim. I hope they don't take this much, but I'd rather take too much over there than not enough. So I talked to the rest of the family about the other farm. They have basically decided they are not going to keep the other farm. They're going to let it go. I stand to inherit it, but I might have to pay a fee. I don't know what the fee is going to be. I don't know how much they're going to ask for it. If I do get it, it just expands the amount of ground that I have, and I'm perfectly fine with that. If I don't, then we are to split all of the money that comes off of that property. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, it looks like they're full. So now we should have some very happy chickens. We'll get over here and unload the rest of this into the back into the silo and run it back up. And then we can put this away, and then we will get the mower out since we already have this tractor out. And we will get to mowing. There we go. Some good looking sorghum there. Kind of big berries. I'm surprised. But hey, as long as it works. And then another thing we're going to check and see on the prices of strawberries and tomatoes and stuff like that, and see if we can't do something a little bit better. I think that'll help. Or see what we can't get out of it anyway. And we do need to look at the baler. While we're waiting here, we'll just look online for that baler. And let's see here. Balers. Am I just blind? There it is. Okay, the baler we are wanting is right here. We want the Kverland Fast Bale. Let's see what tire options we got here. Ooh, I like that. That looks good. And we will go blue. I like the blue. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to find ourselves 110,000, unless we can find it on sale. Let's look, see what it. There's nothing for sale right now. Wow, that is unusual. Well, that's okay. Put the tarp back here. And we will bring this back into its hidey hole. We're going to do this so we don't have to move things every time. Just go in one door or out the other. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Get this door. And as you notice, I do like to keep a relatively clean farm. Like to get everything put away almost right away, or if it's out, it's not out for a very long period of time. That just seems to be a better way of doing things, you know. At least in my opinion. There we go. Well, we'll get up here and we will get the oh. Get this out. Oh, squeeze through there. And of course we're going to have to move the Mahindra to get in there. We might as well just set it right outside the door here. Because it's still undercover, but yeah. And here we go. Now we've got a lot of grass here. And we're going to try and make the best of every inch of this grass. So I think we will go around backwards this way first. And then run it the other direction. Okay. Well, it fires up. I don't even know if he'd even used this yet. I really don't. I don't know too much about this swather or mower, as it may be. But I do know at some point I definitely want to upgrade our mower in the near future. I think it's going to be critical to have a little bit larger mower. Seems to be working good, but it would be nice to have a bigger one. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this all mowed down. I'm even going to mow these side areas over here. I own them. They're mowable. So, yeah, we're going to do it. What are you doing over here, guy? Don't you know this is private property? Jeez, the nerve of some of these people around here. But then again, I'm sure they had some kind of agreement with Grandpa about going in and off the property for whatever they needed, you know, walking or exercise or whatever. We'll get up here to the corner and we'll spin this around. But like I said, there was a lot of changes. Some of them I was prepared for, others I wasn't. I'm glad. I think we're in a good, stable position. Everything's starting to look up. I'm hoping that Grandpa isn't rolling in his grave all mad at me for what I've changed out here on the farm. I know he wasn't much of a New Holland fan. I'm sure the Combine would have him upset. And I'm pretty sure that the baler and wrapper all in one would not upset him at all. He was always about efficiency if a person had the money. So I'm going to go ahead and mow this and get this mowed down. And we'll see you here in just a little bit. Okay, here we are, right down to the last little bit. This actually didn't turn out too bad after all. I didn't think this mower would be quite big enough. I would, however, like to have a new one, but for now, I guess it'll work. And we'll just have to make it work. So we will go get it put back away. Man, leaves are changing. Fall is in the air. I am afraid, however, that here in the near future we are going to have to use this right here for hay storage. I don't know for sure yet, but I have a feeling we will. We're going to find out anyway. There we go. Now we're just going to go ahead and hook onto the tedder. And I am just going to time-lapse this tedding because I know it can be tedious. I'm also going to time-lapse or cut the windrowing, and we'll get straight to baling. So we'll get this going, and I will see you in just a little bit. The baling is complete. Now all we got to do is go pick up those bales, find a place to put them, and yeah, we will see about getting some other equipment. Um, One thing I do want to do is I want to do some checking around and maybe look for a different tractor for all of this. I mean, this is a huge tractor. Let's just be honest. This is a huge tractor for this kind of work. A little bit bigger than it needs to be. Oh, looky there. There's the deer. Let's turn that off. We'll look at the deer for a minute. Hello, deer. Oh, yeah, I'm going to scare him off anyway, so we might as well get going. There we go. You know, that's a pretty good amount of bales that we got off of this. I was surprised. I figured we wouldn't get that many. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I do believe that we need to be looking at a potentially a different tractor for all of this. Something a little bit smaller. This tractor's for field work. I think Grandpa just held on to it for sentimental value. I don't know if he realized just how much it really, I guess you could say, wasn't necessary. Um, he may have had another tractor that he got rid of. I don't know. I just know that this particular tractor is just way too big for this kind of a job. I mean, we don't need the horsepower that this thing has in order to do what we're doing. Cutting hay, putting up hay. We might be looking at something a little bit smaller here, just to have a smaller tractor around. And this particular tractor is fairly old. I mean, granted, it is from the 90s, but it is reliable, and it seems to be a darn good tractor. I mean, thing runs like a top. But that might be something we look into, is once again expanding our loan and looking at a different tractor. Also, something I can put a front fork on, because currently I do not have that opportunity. So that is something that I definitely want to look at here very, very soon. That kind of bottoms out there for a second. Now, don't get me wrong, having the extra power is wonderful. I wonder if, I think this is going to have to be my storage location. Oh, my. Oh, or could. Well, this really isn't much of a good place at the moment. So, where are we going to store these? These would be under cover. Maybe I could store them in here. We could move this ripper behind the disc, because we may not need it for a while. I think that's what we're going to do. That might be a much better solution. So let's go do that. Let's just back this down here. disconnect this, and then I do believe we will hook up to here, and yeah. I guess I should have left that here and moved this first. It's always fun trying to find places for things when you haven't really thought about it and you've added to the equipment, even though you turned a baler in for, or a baler and a wrapper in for different for a double item. It does make it rather difficult, or it can anyway. Whoop. There we go, right to the back. That'll work. And then we'll grab the disc here and move it back. Whoops, whoa. Yep, that's a good sign that we need to get a smaller tractor. Or a different one anyway. You know, I don't think that the horsepower is inappropriate. I just think the form factor it's in, we could use something a little bit newer. I think it would make a difference. Okay, let's see how we unload this here. I think this is how we do it. Well, that was pretty close, I guess. That wasn't quite how I wanted it done, but I guess it works. I guess that works pretty good, actually. So, now we're on to that other question. We've got this older, bigger tractor. I think our other tractor is perfectly fine for field work. I think that's what we're going to keep it for. You know, for pulling the disc. You know, plowing fields, stuff like that. But I think we're going to look at a newer disc too. That was something else that I had in mind, was a newer disc. So for sure I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the disc. And I do believe this tractor here will be on the chopping block. I'm sure Grandpa got plenty of use out of it. But the old 8400, it's time for it to go. And this 8330, well, it's just more powerful and has so much more to offer. And we're going to run down to the shop with our old disc, the old 230. Well, actually, I should say Grandpa's old disc. We'll run down there with it. And we'll see what we bring home. Might have to make a couple of trips. But I do believe newer tractors will probably have newer things. Oh! You stupid car. How dare you run right into the back of me? Just because I was out in the middle of the road. Good thing I'm trading this thing off. Okie dokie. Well, let's come over here. Let's see what we're going to get for all of this. I really don't know. I'd be curious. But we'll go ahead and pull this all in here. Repair that for $7. And sell it for just about $4. Okay, I can handle that. How about repair that for 900 and some? And sell it for almost 63,000. Sell it. Okay. There we go. Let's come take a look at our new disc. First of all. Yeah, that's a nice looking disc. I think that'll work out just fine for us. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. A little cramped inside this smaller tractor, isn't it? Just a hair bit. There we go. Was this the right choice? I do believe so. Yes. I do believe that was the right choice. Okay. Let's fold this out and just have a look at it while we can. I doubt this can pull this, but yeah. It makes it work. That's all that matters. Well, I imagine it'd be a little hard on it, but I bet it could pull it. Better turn all this on so they don't run us over this time. Oh yeah, much better. We were a lot faster vehicle than what we had. I felt like there was something else we were going to get while we were there, but I can't remember what it is. Whoa, she's a little tippy, isn't she? That's okay. I shouldn't have been going that fast around a corner anyway. We'll get this put back in the shed where the other one was. And, yeah. I believe that does us a little bit better. It's much better turning radius for getting in and out of things, I do believe. I think so, anyway. There we go. Much better. So, we have made quite a bit of changes, went in debt quite a bit. And I do believe the last thing we are going to do today is we are going to get some sheep. So, with that being said, Let us stab a couple of bales here. Now we're going to make sure we do this right. We can push them back. Oh yeah, this tractor's got more than enough power for what we need. There we go. Now if we play our cards just right and we're gentle, I do believe we can transport 3 bales at a time over there. So we're going to go ahead and get some sheep with the remaining money. And that is a little bit more that we will have. Now, the one thing about the sheep is we are going to have to get them water, which, that ain't no big deal. We can always bring them water. And I don't mind doing it because, well, let's face it, it's part of life for them. I have a feeling that one's going to take a tumble if I don't hurry. Okay, let's look and see what we got. I think we'll go with 50 of them. Hey, sure, 50 of them. Sounds good. 50 out of 65. Oh, look at them. They're ready. Okay, well, let's see how much hay they're going to need here. Will they take our... Oh, will they take our bales right away? Let's see, are they full? Sheep. Sheep. They are full. All right, 2 bales did it. Huh. It says selling. Well, we don't want to do that, do we? Well, we're going to have to fix that, aren't we? We do that in here. Oh, no, there we go. The eggs are producing, so it's not actually selling, it's piling them up. That's what I want to hear. Okay. Good deal. Well, we'll go ahead and leave that bale there. I'm sure it'll take it when it's ready for it. And yeah. Got a little bit of blue on the farm now. Oh, that was a little laggy. I think it's still processing the fact that we have a blue machine on the farm now. See that, or Grandpa's being really upset because I bought blue. But that's 2 New Hollands that we have, which, not a problem to me. I know he never had a problem with them, he just never bought them. So, alright. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.